Howdy, howdy, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? Let's get back into some Astral Chain, which hopefully we can actually, play this time and not just wander around the police department. I have faith that there will be more to this game than the bare minimum of interaction. Hey Joshua, hey SJ Maypler, how y'all doing tonight? Let me get some drinks, because I didn't do that before. And I used up some in the previous mission. Yeah, I've basically heard everyone talk about the pacing in this game in not great ways. Which, that's fine. We're not like we're streaming this game for entertainment or anything. It's interesting because pacing has never been Platinum's big problem. I guess maybe they were trying to overcompensate for their other big problem, which is story. By like really hammering all that into you.
So,
hey Squiddo Willow.
Investigate the latest in a series of missing persons cases. And it's in Maison Forest.
I haven't actually read Reiner's review. I did see the score and it was quite good.
It's about the cat, forget about it.
Like, not to say Reiner's review is for any way like
no more cats here. Yep.
Damaged or different or whatever, but I kind of wonder with everything that was going wrong at the time of Game Informer, if the reviews at the time didn't somehow reflect that. Who knows? He's a consummate professional. Maybe he didn't at all. But also everyone gave it high grade, so whatever. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's just weirdly paced. I think I'm enjoying the bounce system more than a lot of people did. Just because I tend to, like, multi-track mind that.
No, don't worry about it. Let's get started. Let's ask around and see if we can find any witnesses. Just because we're a neuron doesn't mean we get out of good old-fashioned detective work. This is
I mean, I'm the only police officer left with essentially a gun. Maybe I should be, let out of the good old-fashioned detective work for a bit. Borderlands has taught me to open all boxes first. And then I'll deal with everyone else. I hear the Catman hasn't been seen around lately. Cool. We're gonna find the guy who controls cats. I'm gonna tie you up with my mech. I can't. Okay, never mind then. You got off easy this time. I saw a mention of a patrol officer, yet do not see anyone. Ah, because he was walking away. He hasn't seen anything out of the ordinary, he says. What about this? Okay, never mind. So I think what we're going to do tomorrow is... People said Quantum Break is hard to follow, and we ended up taking a break, and I downloaded the episodes, but I don't know how entertaining that's really going to be. What if I just played through the old Castlevania games? Because it's October. Like, I've got a Raspberry Pi, like, why not? Or I could just buy that Castlevania collection. Yeah, I've known Derek for a while. I think I met him for the first time at PAX this past year. Or maybe I met him before that. I did find out recently that Ash is the son of Rob Paulsen, which I had no idea about. Rob Paulsen is a very famous cartoon voice actor. He was Yakko Warner on the Animaniacs, and he was Pinky and the Brain. He was in a lot of stuff. No one's gonna question that? None of you can see this thing? Okay, good. They did question it. I'm glad no one was like, cool, the drone just floated down to you. I played a game today I cannot talk about yet. It was a preview event. Really, really enjoyed it. I'll be able to talk about it Tuesday. Unfortunately, the way the embargo works means I can't even talk about it on Gamescast tomorrow. We'll have to wait till next week. If I were to do the DS games, the DS Castlevanias, I'd have to use a PC emulator. Which I'm not necessarily against. It'll make Dawn of Sorrow really annoying because of the way that, like, touchscreen thing worked. But Order of Ecclesia might be doable. And I really liked Order of Ecclesia. But I might just start with the NES games because I feel like I've not played those in a long time. One of my earliest, like, video game memories is calling the Toys R Us Nintendo Zone and being like, hey, or do you guys have Simon's Quest in yet? They're like, no, sir, we do not have that in yet. There's a shortage of whatever cartridges. I probably called like more than once a day, honestly. It would have been like 4 or 5 around then? Simon's Quest was 89, I think. So it would have been around 4. Simon's Quest sucks. I'll throw that out there. Simon's Quest is a bad game. Castlevania 1 and 3, fantastic games. So basically something hit this drone midair.
Iris, shut down.
I honestly am not following this investigation much at all, so I cannot answer any of those questions. I just want to go fight things. Where's the non-cop answer of graffiti is cool, row row fight the power? Interesting. How do I get down? There we go. So not all that interesting.
Iris startup. Information display.
Alright, blackbirds flock around the graffiti artist.
Iris shut down.
I like the idea of, like, talking to a cop and, like, yeah, maybe Jimmy disappeared. And the cop, like, disappeared, huh? Let me write that down. There might be a crime here. I really want to play Goose Game. I have it. I am going to probably do a Let's Play with someone else, and that'll be in November. So that'll probably like come up on my YouTube channel instead. I have no idea what this case is about. I genuinely don't know what crime I'm investigating. Yeah, I kind of want to spread some things out, and also, like, just the virtue of how I'm going to get that LP recorded is going to have to necessitate it being pre-recorded. Don't worry, I'm here to clean up all the red stuff that you can't even see. I wish I still had my old, like, Wii set up with the hard drive and all that, because, like, there were a lot of pretty decent Wii horror games. They suffered because they were on the Wii, to some extent. I was gonna say lesbians, but they're not. It's a guy. Oh well, I mean, they would have been a cute couple either way. I knew it. Ghosts are real. I'm not going to help you, but you did just say, I guess, what appears to be the magic word.
Iris startup.
Oh yeah, this thing. This just makes me want to play Rising. When this is over, let's play Rising after Astral Chain.
Information display. Shut down.
It could have been a ghost. You're correct. There's not enough ghost-based character action games. There's not enough ghost games in general. Like, we were talking about this on the Games Daily, or, yeah, the other day. But, like, I like horror games about ghosts. And so many horror games are about giant monster or zombie. So this has a hole in the chest. Is a... has no legs. Let's chat though. Do you want to play a game of Lucky Hit? Luigi's Mansion is coming up. I'm excited about that. I liked 2, but 2 went on way too long. But granted, this is a $60 game, so maybe this is also going to go on too long. I liked what I played. I will say I played the co-op at PAX. I played it initially with the Nintendo rep, and it was just not fun at all. Like, he was just doing everything, so I was just like vacuuming up leaves while he was beating the ghosts and doing all that and solving all the puzzles. Then I played it with someone else, like another journalist that was there, and it was way more fun. I was like, okay, I'm actually really enjoying this because we're teaming up and doing, like, we found a ghost with 2 tails and we were able to, like, co-op it together. Oh wait, I'm back here. Okay.
Iris startup. Information display.
I don't think this needed or required highlighting. Iris.
Information display.
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of losing something if you don't play that game co-op, but I mean, who knows? Like, you still use Luigi, he's just a... Oh, there's the guy.
Information display. Iris shut down.
I remember enjoying the Tower of Fright, or whatever that was called in Luigi's Mansion 2. Screw you, kid. I don't want to play a quiz. Alright, let's do it. Let's quiz this. This game immediately makes you understand why police return to brutality. That's a joke. Luigi's Mansion is, yeah, I would say action-adventure. It is more... I would kind of say it's like a very small-scale Zelda-like, in some ways. Like, heavy emphasis on puzzle more than most other things. What I would do is I would watch an LP of, like, the first game, because the games aren't that different now. Like, there's some extra things, but they're basically at the core finding out how to get the ghost to come out, and then sucking up the ghost. I'm the first brother. The fourth brother is the liar. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is the first brother, so he's at least telling the truth about that. I'm the second brother. The fifth brother tells the truth. Okay. I'm brother number 3, and we lied before. Both the first and the second brother tell the truth. That's not a lie, they're both telling the truth. The fabulous fourth, the third brother is absolutely lying to you. Okay. Number 5, I tell the truth. Number 3 does too. Oh wait, they didn't want me to find the liar. They want me to find out who's telling the truth. Okay, that completely flips things up. I need to go through that again. Also, these guys are sliding around. Youngest brother, the fourth brother is lying. So if he's a liar, then okay. Second brother, the fifth brother is telling the truth. Fifth brother says, fifth brother, me and third brother are telling the truth. I'm the third brother. The oldest and the second brother are telling the truth. In fact, his fourth brother, the third brother is lying. Luigi's Mansion 2 had a boss fight. The first boss fight was like a spider demon thing. That was one of the best boss fights in a Nintendo game. Like one of the most clever I think I've ever seen. Like Zelda boss design would be jealous. My recollection is the guy who designed that boss only designed that one thing, and also I think he left Next Level at some point. But it was an amazing boss fight, and I'm shocked they didn't have... Because that game also had a lot of bad boss fights. Okay. The oldest and second brother are telling the truth. So if the oldest and second brother are telling the truth, then that means... the second brother is the oldest, which means the first is lying. I'm gonna guess fourth. I'm gonna be honest, I mostly didn't figure that out. It was just, I got bored of trying to figure it out, and I was like, it's probably fourth. Thanks for wasting a ton of my time. I'm sure a lot of people died while you guys made me do that. Okay, I can't just tie him up before he's really gonna run. I'm gonna try and keep this one at an hour because I want to play Borderlands tonight.
Hey, come back here!
Oh look, he's running.
Let's get him.
Who would have guessed? That's what you get for taking the ladder when you were running away. Hey Gingo, how's it going? This game really makes you a cop. Like in an ACAB kind of way.
Okay.
Look, I've already lost interest in this conversation. I just want to collect the red things behind you. No! Damn you!
Okay, this should be far enough away from civilian ears. Like I said, this is just one of a series of missing persons.
Hey King of Kings, thanks for following.
Aside from people going missing, another thing these cases have in common is an almost total lack of evidence. most recent victim disappeared last night.
What'd you think of Link's Awakening, Game Go Twitch?
That's all we know for sure. Let's put together what the witnesses told us and see where it leads. People around here say they started seeing something strange near the time the disappearances began. What was it?
I don't remember, but we're gonna say Red Ghost.
Right, the red ghost. It's odd, but people say it looks otherworldly, like it's wrapped in red flames. I'm as skeptical as you, but enough people said it that there has to be something to it. You remember the two details they gave us, right?
Hole in a chest.
A hole in the chest sounds like a believable.
I remember this because I made
detail.
a joke about it.
I could see coming back to haunt someone like that. Besides the hole in the chest, what other details were there?
No legs.
That's right. It has no legs. I guess it just floats around like your textbook ghost.
Hey, Jamis92, thanks for following.
Speaking of red, the ghost wasn't the only red thing we heard about, was it? No, it was a red door. That's where the red ghost comes
Look,
from.
you
remember?
gave me an open-ended question of what was the other thing we heard about, and you wanted the specific answer of red door.
A doorway to the spirit world. Sounds a lot like a gate to me. Let's see. Our ghost has been up to more than just kidnapping. Did you forget the big hole something put in the surveillance drone? Proof of physical. Needless to say, I'm not convinced we're really dealing with it. Okay, let's think. Our kidnapper looks otherworldly, floats around with no legs. I mean, that's gotta be a chimera, right? All the talk of ghosts sounds silly. But I guess chimeras aren't any more believable until you've seen one.
What we really need is a Yu Yu Hakusho game, where you're actually like ghost detectiving.
Maybe the chimera shot it down. So our culprit this time can fight from long range.
Still got an S rank. Is everyone else seeing that? The picture. It is me shoving the baton through my face. I'm not even sure what to say after that. Cool. I think that's why I'm special, because I can shove batons through my face. You'll find out where all the missing people went, won't you? I can't wait to see you catch the villain live. It'll be way better than TV. If you've got time to worry about me, you've got time to solve disappearances. I'm so tired of being scared, man. I gotta enter with some grace and spectacle.
This must be her bag. According to the case file, she left her ID card behind with it. ID UBF 007068. Isabella Sukitani.
I'm pretty bummed about Alpha Dream. Like, that's a non sequitur, but I'm pretty bummed about Alpha Dream.
That's just about all
I
this can tell
really,
us.
really like
Let's keep
Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. Both those games are fantastic. But, man, making remakes this quickly and this on a 3DS... Ugh. Those were bad calls, and those were Nintendo's calls, I think. But they were also probably like... I don't think Alpha Dream was ready to move on to HD development yet. They were hiring for a multi-platform game. So I think they were gonna get ready for it, but I think whatever was happening was not moving fast enough or got canceled or whatever.
Is it just me, or is the ground here red shifting? It's not red matter, it's something else. Whatever it is, it's clear that a Chimera was here.
Do yourselves a favor and listen to the final boss music of Bowser's Inside Story.
But only around this spot.
It is one of Yoko Shimomura's
So maybe the
best
Chimera was
tracks,
here, but left in
period.
a hurry. Chasing the victim, I assume. Your Legion should be able to pick up its trail.
And
Take a
they
look
wouldn't
around
have,
the area.
Alpha Dream wouldn't have had the IP anyway. I could see Nintendo, like, declining a new project from them, which is what I assume happened.
The victim was on their way home from work when at 9:22 p.m. she was suddenly greeted by a
But it could have been like they had a multi-platform game in the works and it just proved to be too much for them.
She panicked and fell, but then got up and ran toward the alley. There aren't any cameras in the alley. So, it looks like this is all we've got. No witnesses, and thanks to that downpour last night, no footprints either. The only thing this footage can tell us is which way she ran off. Let's keep looking.
The game is like Move Legion, and I don't know to what end it wants me to do that.
Iris startup. Information display.
Is it just me, or is the ground whatever?
We already talked about that.
Information display. Iris shut down.
Oh right, there's a Legion Analyze thing. That's what it wants.
Just like I thought. It looks like a Chimera took off after the victim. If we follow
Nintendo's weird about
sure we'll
studios. They
find
don't like to buy
some
them.
Chimeras too.
And if the case is that Nintendo is the reason, Nintendo declined a new project for them, I don't see them buying them. Because, they already could have paid them for a new game, and then didn't. Though Nintendo is partially invested in Brownie Brown, so... It might have been sales. It might have been not Brownie Brown. Alpha Dream's inability to get used to 8, because they have. Think about it this way: when Nintendo launched the Wii U, there was a major delay of games because they themselves were not used to HD development in 2012. Because they just everyone else in the industry had been developing for PS3 and 360, except Nintendo. So they had to get used to HD development in a way that caused massive problems for their software output. Alpha Dream is the only real Nintendo studio left, or Nintendo like exclusive studio left, that has zero HD development chops. Like, even Next Level Games had done a 360 game before. So, getting adjusted to the Switch might have proved too difficult for a company whose bread and butter was sprite-based gaming. So, like, maybe Nintendo doesn't want to pay for them to learn on the job. What is my Legion supposed to do here? Oh, that's cool. Sprites can be HD, they just take more work. And require more money and more artists and... yeah. And more resources for a thing that is unfortunately does not sell as well. 9 out of 10 times. And also, like, the series has been declining in sales. Like, when I say that Bowser's Inside Story sold badly, we're talking thousands of copies. Like, I know of some other 3DS games that were in the works that got canned after how badly that game sold. Like, 3DS games from Nintendo. That honestly, like, I would love to see. And I hope they got moved to Switch, but who knows for sure. I think it's a confluence of a lot of factors, and like, it is not their fault entirely. It's not Nintendo's fault entirely. It's not the market's fault entirely. It's just circumstance, and it sucks for them in a lot of ways. The transition to HD, the transition to 3D, screwed a lot of developers over. And there's a lot of people who can't keep up. Look at SNK. SNK is a good example. Their new games are not great in terms of animation and graphics, but they realize, perhaps correctly, that they're not going to be able to make 2D games forever. It's just going to get more expensive, and the market's going to be less willing to buy those at full price. But the new KOF's already announced, and I reckon it's going to be fundamentally based on KOF 14. Arxis is another good example. Arxis did it in a way that made them, like, their games look amazing. So people are not complaining that they're 3D now, because they look fucking 2D.
Camara's on ahead.
Yeah, the not going on sale thing is typically a problem Nintendo, like, I think Iwata called it out in 2010, 2013, something like that. Of like, if you wait, or if you lower your prices of lower the prices of your games habitually, then people are just gonna wait. so you'll never get full price.
Damn.
You'll never, you're limiting the number of people who pay full price for a game.
Use your legion and get over.
So I understand their logic, even if as a consumer I don't necessarily feel it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't bought Link's Awakening because I don't think I'm going to play it right now, and thus it makes zero sense for me to play. Like, I'm essentially unemployed. Like, I don't want to. I bought this because I have the voucher. I bought Dragon Quest XI because I had the voucher, but I didn't want to use the voucher on Link's Awakening because that's a game I played.
Our victims on the other side. You know the drill. Whatever's on the other side is up to you.
By the way, I love Dragon Quest. I'm so into that game. I've been playing it all day. I've been working as well, but I've been playing it all day. I have one voucher left. I'm probably saving it for Pokemon. But I might use it in Luigi's Mansion.
Looks like you made it. Akira filled me in on the details. I'll provide radio support from here on. A lot of time has passed since our victim's disappearance.
There's a lot of great information in that new episode of our new issue of Game Informer about Pokemon. And I'm very proud of them, and I'm glad Brian Shea got to write his first cover story, and all very great, but it just reminded me that the day I got let go, I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask to go on this cover trip. I like Pokemon. I want to go to Japan and go do this one. Which, I mean, like, it's just a little depressing. I'm still very proud of them, everybody there. I want to, like, right now I'm doing Kind of Funny, I'm doing SEO work. I think I've made the decision that I want to get back into editorial stuff. Like, I don't think I necessarily want to get back into news. Like, being a reporter is fun. But I want to do op-eds and game analysis and reviews and previews. And I've not done that in years, really, as, like, my main focus. Like, writing that mobile op-ed for IGN was fun. I want to do more of that.
I'm picking up an unusual signal in the area. Be careful. It might be a chimera.
Yeah, Andy Mack does amazing job wrangling cover stories. If the one we were talking about for November is still there, I can't say for sure that it's going to be. Like, even when at the time it was kind of iffy. Yeah, and that's like that'll be a huge one, and people are gonna freak out about it. I already learned this, but thank you for reminding me. It's that thing from Monica. I not just kill that directly? Because it's clearly the problem. Okay, well, I'm confused what the game wants me to do right now. Not use the long blade. This. He's not. I can't hit him because I just stunned. So. As far as I know, Andy pushed for the Pokemon. Or it was Andy and Kyle Hilliard. Because Kyle did most of the arrangement, getting Game Freak on board and all that. Anything, anywhere that tells me how to do this. Baton doesn't work. Gun doesn't work. Oh! I'm an idiot. I didn't realize that's used in battle. I thought that was just like a iris investigation thing. Also, that camera just really did not do great for me. Wow. I guess I gotta get rid of him first, otherwise he just gets in the way. Cameras in character action games are also just historically quite difficult. Why is this not working? There we go. Okay, that was not nearly as hard as I made it. I feel bad, I just completely forgot about that. At least the baton is not going through my head. Yeah. I mean, Sword and Shield seems like it is a game that Game Freak feels like they have to make right now. I don't know how much are willing or able to talk about, because it's not Game Informer information. It's just other things I know about that game's development. But there are things I learned that made me a little bit more, I guess, understanding about some things about it. And I would kind of wish that, like, Geopan94, thank you for following. They can just make the game they want to make. But I don't think that's going to be for another couple of years. Alright, is that not a thing? That appears to be nothing. Oh wait, no, yeah, I can do this. Playing this game week to week is interesting because I feel like I'm forgetting more than I'm learning. Crap. Did not fully understand where it wanted me to jump. I'm tempted to do weekend streams of just playing more, but we'll see how things go. Okay, where should I go from here? Surely it does not want me to go back. It wants me to go back. Okay. That's fine. It did not take long. I think I play Pokemon differently than, like, the rest of the world. Because, like, I play it like an RPG, honestly. Like, I go through it, I make my team of entirely new Pokemon that I've never used before in any game. Usually I try to make it from that generation only, if at all possible. But sometimes, like say you need a fire type. And Hoenn, for example, does not really give you a lot of fire types, so if you didn't start with one, you're screwed. But I do that, I beat the Elite Four, and then I think I'm usually just done. I don't try to collect them all, I don't make a ton of effort to collect everything in an area, honestly. I play it to the final boss. And then once those end credits roll, I'm usually done. What time is it? 7:58? Let's run to the end of this area. What? Okay. Interesting. I did some of the Ultra Beast stuff in Sun Moon. I don't think I enjoyed it particularly. Like, the Ultra Beast stuff just kind of sucked. Like, I like seeing all the gym leaders again and all that stuff, but like, catch 15 of these Ultra Beasts is boring. I don't think I did much. I was really disappointed in XY. Because I feel like there was so much that was missing. And again, I am somebody who loves playing with new Pokemon. Like, if I see old Pokemon, I instantly get turned off. Hey, JetJax, thanks for the follow. Like, obviously you need your Pikachu and you whatever. But I wanted... Black and White is my favorite generation. Because it was only new Pokemon. Alright. Let's skip to the end of this. And see whatever this
I wonder
is.
what that is. It's not quite a chimeric signal, but it's close. Your Legion might be able to do something about it. I can't find... Hey, it worked. I'm guessing your Legion did that. As long as you've got your Legion, you should be able to make your way through the astral plane.
How often does this game save?
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Because I kind of want to call it here. I wish every game did that Last of Us thing of you last autosaved this many minutes ago. Yeah, Sword and Shield have autosaves, which is great.
Do you read me? I'm picking up a distress signal near your location. Go check it out.
But at the same time, I wonder if it means you can't waste 100 Ultra Balls trying to catch something. And then restart.
Who's there? If you're a Chimera, stay away, okay? Jeez, damn camera. I can't see anything. Okay, scan complete. Wait, human and conscious? Oh,
How long is a hot
you.
minute?
I've heard about you. Fantastic. Wonderful. Perfect. Okay. You're with Nura, the police, right?
Oh.
Do me a favor, will you, and get me out of here? Oh, there's someone else who got dragged in here with me. Total normie. She should be around here. Can't leave an innocent bystander high and dry, right? Sweet. Yeah, the Chimera that brought me here wasn't exactly gentle. They must have fallen off somewhere around here. Man, this sucks. I can't even fly without them. My parts can't be that far away from here. Thanks in advance. So, about those parts, were you gonna bring them back to me, or? My gyro sensor! Boy, you try keeping this thing upright without one of those? Keep looking. You're doing great.
Iris startup.
Alright.
Iris.
We're going to trust that the game has autosaved at some point around here.
So, about those parts, were you gonna bring them back to me, or?
And we're gonna maybe get very mad next week. But we're gonna call it here for right now. Hopefully, yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely dropping Quantum Break tomorrow, but what I'm gonna replace it with, if it's Resident Evil or a Castlevania, we'll see. All right, see you guys. Thanks for coming.